Hey, we live, we live, we live, we live. Hey, we live, we live. Hey, we live, we live, we live, we live. Hey, we live, we live. Yo, we out here in Left Right. They kicked us out of the city, Phil. They thought we was about to bomb, son.
Oh, man.
I don't even, how am I bomb, son? I ain't even got no money. How am I do that, bro? Like, where am I bomb? The dude came out, he was like, oh, yeah. They called us on the camera. I was like, okay, like, we're just recording.
Yeah, we're just
and
recording.
he's like, well, you know you can't come. And I can understand why, because, you know, you got a lot of,
serious.
you got a lot of people, though, serious, you got to think about it. You got the U.S. Open right now. You got people that are bombing. You got a lot of other stuff. So I can understand where he's coming from. But if we was just sitting there recording, wasn't doing that, he just made it seem like we had a gun, a bomb, like everything. I was like, we're going to leave. It's like, yeah, well, you got to go. Like, okay, I just said that. Like, you're just repeating what I said. Don't repeat, hey, what's up, Fluffy? But, anyways, let's get back to what we was talking about. We was talking about jobs and, well, say your name again.
Shaheem Merriiman.
All right, you gotta like project it. You gotta be excited.
Shaheem Merriiman.
There you go, Shaheem Merriiman. Right now, we want to get to know a little bit more about yourself, right?
Yeah.
We coming to the South Bronx. You gotta hit me in the box. You gotta hit me in the inbox. Y'all want me to come? I'm there. I'm everywhere. You see, we was at City Field. Now we at Left Right. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere.
Let's see what's up.
We gonna be in Brooklyn tomorrow or sometime this week. Brooklyn, Rockaway, everywhere. We really everywhere. There's no stopping us. Clarissa, stop playing. Hit me in the inbox. Send me the address. Tell me what time we there, right?
Yeah.
I don't play. You know what I mean? Don't come and comment.
This guy, he's doing his thing right now. I salute him.
I appreciate that though. I'm just having fun. Let me try to get between the lights. See the lights is coming in and stuff. You got the lights. Nah, I'm messing with you. But let's just talk anyway. Let's talk about
jobs, right?
No. Let's talk about you because we did get cut off, so we got to make sure they understand what kind of jobs we're talking about.
Once again, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Shaheem Merriiman.
Yeah.
I live in Left Right, but I'm not on this side. I'm on the 99. He's on the 57.
57.
57. What's up?
What's
99,
up?
what's up? You know?
Yeah. But okay, let's talk about. Okay, you say your name. Tell us where you live. Let's talk about you. I know you was really wanting to get in more into about the jobs, right?
Yeah.
So our conversation is going to be somewhat about jobs today and attitude. So let's talk about it. Tell me about what kind of job you have.
I have a porter and maintenance.
Okay.
Job.
So like I was saying before, we don't have that video, but like I was saying before, I know for me that would be hard to do that because I couldn't see myself always clean up after somebody. So I always salute people like that. I salute construction workers. You guys are like the best. I can't do it.
It's dangerous too.
It's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
It's high. It's a lot of other stuff that I don't really care too much for. But
the establishment I work at, a lot of young black men like myself don't get that job what I get.
Okay, so in your job, are you like you gotta tell them about like you the youngest person?
Yeah, I'm the youngest black maintenance / porter there.
And you know what I like that about it though, because at least he has pride in his job. You understand? Not saying this is his end goal, because what is your goal?
My goal is to become a graphic artist, upcoming graphic artist.
Okay, so he wants to be a graphic artist, but you see how he's taking all these other roads to get to where he needs to be? Some people just like, no, this is what I want to be, and that's it. I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not doing nothing else. Yo, Just, what up, man? Tell your man I definitely want to catch up to him though too.
Hey, I'm focused on my graphic artist shit.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. And sorry for cursing.
Yeah, so he's focused.
I'm focused right now.
And how do you know you focus?
How
do you, because you say you know, but we need to know that you focus, and how do we know that?
How I know I'm focused? Because I got a vision.
Okay, everybody got a vision. Yo, you know, let me tell you a vision I got. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
After I leave here, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get this turkey and cheese with bacon. I'm just envisioning that. It's gonna be excellent. No, I need to know you got a vision and you got a plan. I don't want to know your plan. He said, so he says, why do black dudes get those jobs?
Why do black dudes get those jobs? Because
wait. Let's get back to the vision first. Let's talk about the vision.
The vision. Okay. When I was growing up, right? I followed my older brother. He used to draw. I used to look up to him. We used to collect comic books. I got tons of comic books in my house. Tons.
Keep going, bro. Just keep going.
Tons. So basically, I kept on looking at Marvel comics, DC comics. It intrigued me. It was very appealing to me. And I still got them to this day.
Okay,
Still
so
got them to this day in his collections.
all right, so that's so you see a vision because of as a youth or as a young man.
As a young man,
or
yeah.
you grew up and seeing a lot of like art, and now you're into art.
I'm into art. I've been into art
Okay.
since 6 years old.
Okay, so how old are you since 6?
I am 29 right now. I'm 29 right now, and a brother, I had to give him a shout out. His name is John. He saw a talent in me, and I saw a talent in myself, but I just didn't invest into my craft. And that's what I'm doing right now. I got the job that's helping me buy the stuff I need, so I can learn to draw more. And
So keep talking about that investing in yourself and what you want to do. Talk about that.
All right. So, yeah, investment. People, you gotta invest into your craft. You gotta invest into what you believe in. You can't invest into nobody. You working for somebody, right?
Yeah.
You making money for them. You making up.
That we right back. That was just a phone call. You know we doing this. Go
After
ahead.
the end of the day, you gotta worry about yourself. You gotta worry about your longevity. But I'm not knocking the job I have right now. It's a good job. It's a good job, but people don't want to be micromanaged. People don't want to be hassled to work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wake up in the morning, you gotta go to work. You gotta work for somebody. All right, cool, bet. You clock in, you clock out. That's the basic. That's it. And you
Okay,
get paid.
let's bring back investing, and let's bring back the jobs he's saying about black men that always have these type of jobs. Now I'm gonna take this real quick for a second, right? Now the reason why a lot of people have certain jobs like this because they don't invest in themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as he's doing, and we may say, why did the black man get that? Because maybe they look at the black man like that's all they're worth. But as a man, you're supposed to take yourself and, you know what, do that because they think that's all you're worth, but also have other things like how he's saying that you work on to get yourself out of those jobs.
Yeah.
So now people can see, because like he said, he's the youngest black man there. You have we had another interview with Gabe Hits. He definitely was talking about how he was the only black person in his establishment of what he does. I also spoke to another young lady. She was working in another establishment where it was a lot of Asian people, and the reason why she left because of some of the way she was treated and stuff. And it always comes back to, you know, being around the people you know, and being around things that you're familiar with. So if you're familiar with these faces and you're able to work together and really stay together, it's much easier because now you're investing your time, you're investing things, and you're growing. But even though you grow and you invest in yourself, sometimes you got to figure out things. Right?
And yeah, how I got the job. How I got the job was somebody put me on. I used to work for Left Rack.
Okay.
Now I work in an establishment in Flushing. So I got put on to another black brother. He's a shop steward. He's my shop steward, and I thank him to this day. You know, he said it's hard for a young black man like myself to get those type of establishments, that job, that kind of job.
And honestly, that's the biggest thing about people today, right? When you're investing is a very broad word when it comes to investing in what you want to do. And the reason why I say it's a broad word because me speaking to him and taking his time is investing myself and his time into what I want to do. If he wants to do graphs and everything, he said he was just with one of his friends. Who's it?
Jay Cherry.
Jay, right? He spent time with him, talk to him, learn. That's investing. When you network, that's investing.
Yes.
Networking is investing because now you need to know these people, so now you can move around in that field that you want to do and be the best, not just in one little area. So investing is really, really a big word. It
is a big word. And you need different sources.
Yes.
I agree with him 100%. You need different sources. You need to network. You need to connect with people.
So you got to be, and it's not, let me tell you something. You never have to be friendly when you're investing and when you're with people, but you do have to have people around you with the same attitude. You understand? So if you have a bad attitude, you gotta have bad attitude around you. If you have a good attitude, you gotta have those around you. You cannot go into these establishments and not understanding people because of the establishment or because of this event. You don't understand them. That's why I do these interviews, and I always bring it back is because I want to get to know people. I want to get to understand people. So now, if I finally figure out, okay, this is what I really want to do for the rest of my life, then I want to be like, this is how I have to do it. I have to be like this in this establishment. I can't go to a wedding with basketball shorts and a basketball jersey. Nah, I have to go to a wedding with wedding attire. So it's just like being in certain fields. Like people like, yo, I want to be myself. I want to be real. No, it's not. You can always be yourself, and you can always be real, but you have to be dressed for that event, for that time. And people got to understand that you have to know how to dress. Because if you don't know how to dress in general, it's gonna make you look a certain way. When I put on clothes, you know what I'm doing? I'm taking time out and I'm letting people understand who I am. You understand? Your clothing is an expression of you. Is you. You know, and I had that conversation with Lewis the other day, and we was talking, hold on, let me stop. We got investing, yep. Networking is very essential. You see my guy right here, Jay's talking about it. Keeping relationships solid and never, you know.
Yeah.
It is. You know, sometimes you're gonna lose relationships, sometimes you're gonna mess up, sometimes you're gonna go fall down, sometimes you're gonna go up.
You know what it is, man?
Tell 'em.
I had to grow. I had to grow.
You gotta grow.
I had to grow. In the back in the days, everybody got deficiencies. And we need to work on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all got flaws.
Everybody has flaws.
Everybody has flaws. Everybody has a pro
perfect.
and cons. Everybody got imperfections.
Yes.
But we manage to evolve as we growing and we lift ourselves up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we can also bring in the word love, right? Because you have to love what you're doing. Right, and if you love what you're doing, and it goes for any love is a relationship,
oh,
right?
Man, that's a strong word.
You know what I mean? Like you want to do. What do you want to say? You want to do again? I don't remember, but I like when everybody else says what they want to do. What do you want to do again? Graphic designs, right? He can't say he really want to do that or something if he doesn't really love it. It has to have unconditional love. So if you understand unconditional love and love, you understand that
I love art.
Yes,
I love art.
With love, though, it's always pain, so it's always good and bad.
Yeah. You
gotta have the good to know the bad. You gotta have the bad to know the good. So you gotta love everything about this or whatever you want to do, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I say, what do you want to do? Because you have to be excited about it.
Graphic design.
So let me be quiet for a little bit and let him talk about his life and about some tough things. So what is how is school for you?
Shoot. Damn, I'm getting all these certificates. I'm blessed to going to school right now for free. Free. Getting my licenses, getting my certificates. It's a blessing. You know?
What about, so did you get your degree?
I didn't get my degree.
Okay.
That one thing.
So what happened with that?
Oh man, money situations. I had to pay rent with my mom.
Wait, I'm talking about high school degree.
High school?
Diploma.
I got my diploma. I got my diploma.
Okay, so we talking about college now then. We go to
college
just to make sure.
College, I had to help my mom out with rent.
Okay.
Her and my father split 2 years before I went to college.
Okay.
So it was hard on my mom. So I was working 2 jobs.
See, and that's another thing. A lot of people are in these type of situations, but you got to remember, even when you are working 2 jobs or doing all this stuff, you still have to make time for yourself.
Yeah.
So if you have a job that's making just enough for you to get by, you got to find another job.
Absolutely right.
You got to maybe have 2 jobs. You got to maybe just have to. It doesn't matter. You got to have something to get yourself to where you want to be. Stop having excuses. A lot of people have those.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Let me tell you what happened to him. What happens to everybody, right? What happened to him was, as he said, it was a guy. Was it Jay that believed in you? So Jay, you believed in him. He didn't believe in himself until he got to the point to believe in himself. And that's the same thing like here with me. I didn't believe in myself with certain things, but now I'm at a certain point where I believe in myself regardless of other people. But I've always been like that, but certain things I'll be like, but now I'm more like, if I feel like I can do it, I'm going to put everything into it and invest myself and time in it. You understand? So,
it takes money, patience, and time, and you build relationships. That's an investment.
You gotta really listen to one of the words that he said that's really key is patience. Patience. Everybody wants it like this.
I used to be impatient. Like, oh my God, I used to be impatient. Like every little thing, every little skeptical BS, I was impatient for it. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm getting older and I'm involved in.
Nah, that's just Jay. He just said I might not know you as Jay. It's not that. This is his story. So when I do these things, Jay, I do this where it's like, okay, yes, this is my show, but it's really their show, and whoever's on it because we're learning about him.
Yeah.
So and I know you, but other people don't know you. So we're just kicking it out there.
What's up, Jay? Once again, my influencer. Thank you, brother, for showing me the light. I found my light without even talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 months back, I was investing. investing in the stuff that I needed. I needed to work on myself, you know. At first, my stuff was collecting dust for months. Collecting dust.
Dusty.
Dust. So I polished it. Now I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Like I love doing what I do.
But that's
right
see,
now.
that's it. You see,
I love it.
You said it yourself, and that's why I try to tell people. That's one of my pet peeves.
Mhm.
If I'm out somewhere and I see that somebody hates their job, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna be annoying because I hate people that hate their job. And I don't even use the word hate.
I hate my how you say it? My what did I say earlier?
For what? What you talking about?
Slavery.
Oh, okay. He's saying like he feels like certain jobs are like slave jobs, right?
Yeah, slavery jobs.
Slave
man.
jobs. So, you know, they are. Some of them are, and some of them you gotta understand. A lot of people that are out here. Oh, let's talk about this.
Moderate.
Let's go back.
Moderate slavery. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's modern day slavery. Sorry, modern day slavery. I cannot work for somebody for the rest of my life. That's not in my blood. I'm not destined to do that. I'm not. And I know he's not either. We're not destined to do that. We young black men, we want to be strong. Like, what? What, we supposed to retire at the age? I got a guy at my job right now. He's about to retire at the age of 70. And
It's too old.
this is a true story. One friend of mine comes up to me and says, this guy retired. And he had a retirement party. So basically, when he was driving home from work, he died in his car.
That's crazy.
And
But
that-
see, that's that. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something
yeah.
about that. And that's the reason why I go after my goals, and I always encourage people to, because what I'm doing right now is not easy. And I'm not saying it like, oh, it's easy for anybody, but it's hard for me sometimes because I know a lot of things I'm doing right now is for my kids, and sometimes I have to sacrifice time and everything for them. But you know what? This is my dream, and I want to be able to push my kids, and I can't never tell my kids to do something that I didn't try to do or I didn't do. So I can't go out here and interview these people or not do something that I love, because I like doing this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love doing this because I like talking.
He's doing a great job. Like, he's doing a great job. Yo, I applaud you. Like,
Nah, I appreciate it.
During what was it? The charity event. This guy was giving kids haircuts.
Oh, you was there?
I heard about it.
Oh.
I heard about it. Gave these kids free haircuts, ref the game, which should have been our game, but nah, I'm messing with you. But nah, it was a good
We was
thing.
actually looking for players. Next year, y'all gotta come out,
And
man.
that really touched me.
Yeah.
That really inspired me. I ain't gonna lie. I was touched. I was touched.
You know,
coming
it is
home,
a lot
man.
of people. Let me tell you something that I told him that he didn't, that he kind of understands now, right? Everybody has hard times. Everybody always wishing that somebody was there for them.
Yeah.
This person, that person. Why can't, being that you wish that, you're not the only person that ever wished somebody else would be there for them. So why can't you take some time out of your life to help somebody else, to give somebody something back? Me giving free cuts ahead to these kids, you know what it is? Because these kids get to go to school looking fresh, feeling comfortable, and feeling good about their first day, stepping in there for their first couple of days, rather than them going to school with a nappy hair or not being able to afford it, because everybody
Man.
can't afford everything. You know what I mean? And it's hard.
Yeah,
Life is not easy.
Yo, he's a blessing, man. Like,
You know what I mean? You
Kids
gotta
is
bless
blessing.
others that you're blessing. Regardless if you think what you're getting is not enough or is just enough, you gotta remember that whatever you have is enough for you to keep getting you by. But sometimes you gotta take some of what you have and give to others, so now they can maybe be like, yo, you could change somebody's life. Maybe then now they can go help more people because you just helped them.
that's they gonna remember that for the rest of their life.
Yeah, definitely.
They gonna remember that shit when they get older. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk. Let's real quick. We're gonna talk. We got two things.
Yeah.
So one thing we want to talk about, you know, at his job, he said he feels like some of the people there are
Racist. What?
not racist. I didn't know that one, but I was going more with content.
Content. Oh, okay. Content. Okay.
Yes,
So they wanna stay there. They comfortable.
but why though? Like, is that a
Why?
bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, but to me it is. Like,
Yes, and why is that a bad thing to you?
shoot, I'm young. I got a lot of opportunities. They old. They there. They gonna retire.
They settled.
They
Now let me
settled,
explain
yeah.
something. Now I understand what you're saying. Some people, you just have to understand that you shouldn't be content. If you have to think like, yo, I don't like this or this, that, don't be content. Because that's not for you. But you can get to an area in your life where you are content with the job you're doing, with everything you're doing, and that's not a bad thing to be content. But you have to know that you're all the way happy. Don't be halfway content where it's like, okay, I like this job, you know, and you have the attitudes and you're doing all this other extra stuff. Like, no, get to somewhere that's content. A lot of people say, oh, it's hard. You know why it's hard? Because a lot of you don't put all the effort that's necessary into finding out the job you want to get into and doing that. You may have to volunteer first to get that job. You may have to volunteer for a couple months before you get the job that you want. But if you don't do that, then you'll never know.
And it's crazy because, like again, like one of the old guys that I talked to at my job, he's been there for years, and he had a chance to go to school like me. He started younger than the age I started working there. He started at the age of 17, 18. Been working there for 40 years, 40-something years. And you telling me you didn't want to go to school, you didn't want to take the initiative to do what you have to do to better yourself? That's not my problem. That's not my problem, that's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you on that. They over here talking about this basketball game, talking about they really won. You really didn't win, Roy. And Kev, man, you gotta come out of retirement. My boy,
good?
But Kev is definitely coming out of retirement. My boy Kev, I'm proud of him for working out.
Oh man. Another guy right there. Oh, that's
good guy.
That's my guy right there, man.
Nah.
Keep on. That's our guy.
Yeah, that shit. You know what I mean?
That's our guy.
Yeah.
We all grew up with each other.
Mr. Huggins. I see you though. I stay focused. You know why I respected Kev? I'm gonna tell you like this because Kev is a heavy-set gentleman, but he wants to lose weight, so he started working out and doing what he had to do. Some people are like that, heavy-set, and they don't want to do it. You have to be happy with yourself. Please be happy with yourself, with what you're giving, what God blessed you with, because that's you.
Yeah.
If you want something different like somebody else, go work like they work for it. Go do what you have to do for it. Okay, so
I'm blessed to be this height. I wish I was a little bit taller, but hey, I'm blessed. I don't care.
Here we go. Now, what I need from you is I need a really, really tough time for you. Maybe one or two that you went through, that you got through it, or maybe you didn't get through it. We can still talk about that too.
I've been through many.
Go ahead.
Plenty.
Pick. Stop picking. Pick.
Yeah. When I had an argument with my father, we have been talking for well. Let me say this over again. I had a fight with my father, and it was stupid. You know, I was doing chores. We had a fist fight, but I still love my dad. But
he beat you up?
Yeah, he beat me up. He beat me up. I was young. I ain't gonna lie. He beat me up, man. I was young. I was talking out my mouth, and you know, I got my ass handled. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the cursing, people. Sorry for the cursing. I'm working on that.
What's
right now.
good, bro?
I'm working on that right now. Yeah. So.
Go ahead.
So, one day.
It's so good,
It was a Saturday morning.
Let him finish his story before
I had
you crash.
to clean up the house, right? So my brothers wasn't helping me. So I'm doing all the work. I'm getting frustrated. So I'm having a tantrum, you know. And my father, he just pushes me. He's like, yo, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, yo, I felt hurt. I got a mark on my hand. I got thrown through glass, but I don't think you could see it.
Yeah, he fucked you up, bro. I'm sorry, I just cursed. Nah,
but you know, no, it's on this hand.
Okay, you don't
it's on this
know,
hand.
bro. Come on, yeah.
It's on that hand. Yeah, they don't need to know, but I got my ass handled, bro, and I was hurt.
But
for
so
a
how
couple
did you
days.
get past it, though?
I got past it. Just go to school and do what he says, man.
Okay.
Do what he says, and then we got on good terms after that. You know what I'm saying?
But what did you learn from that experience, though?
Listen to your pops. Listen to your adults, kids. Listen to your parents.
Yes.
Listen to your parents.
Well, I can't. You know why I can't fully agree with it, because you want to listen to your parents for certain things, but not.
But nowadays it's different. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
Nowadays you can't hit your kids.
Yeah.
You can't hit your kids because now it's
honestly, I'm gonna be like this. It's not. I'm not for hitting kids, but I feel like it's discipline. You have to sometimes being physical to a certain point. You don't have. I'm not talking about like, boom. Like I'm talking about like, okay, like you might have to just hit them real quick, like stop. Like, you know what I mean? At a certain age, it just depends on the age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it should be enough to where you know that, okay, that was something wrong. Because if we don't hit our kids, or we don't, not hit, or we don't discipline our kids, the court system will. They will go to jail. They will turn into sorry thoughts. They will turn into a lot of things because they think that it's right. You have to discipline your kids.
Nowadays, little kids is getting away with murder, man. Like, I go to the mall. I'm walking through the mall getting something to eat. I see this little girl jumping off the table that people eat off of. And like I don't know, like this lady probably had like seven kids with her. 7 kids. Like, how many kids do you want? How many kids do you want? Or they all look like you.
Yo, hold on, my bad. You set the interview up with bad news and tell them to hit me. Guys, you gotta understand, I want to interview everybody.
He's a busy man.
No, not a busy man.
Oh.
I want to interview everybody, but you have to hit me up sometimes. I can't hit up everybody. I only have, I got 2 phones, but I only have 1 phone that I use, really, and I need you to understand that. So tell them to hit me up, and we definitely set something up. I don't have no problem with that. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, but I want you to kind of, okay, let's talk about, this is the last thing, right?
All right.
Now, you said, let's talk about your brother, because I know for you, and the reason why I want to talk about it is not because of this. I want you to talk about it more so because you're going into something.
Which brother you talking about? Like,
You're going to hear in a second. You're going to hear in a second. You want to do something with graphic design, right?
Yeah.
You learned a lot from your brother when it comes to drawing and everything else.
Yeah.
And at some point, he disappointed you.
Disappointed.
And why was that? And what is that disappointment? What was the disappointment?
And making, you know how people supposed to stay on one path and like focus on that goal. He was talented. He was very talented, but I felt like I had a little bit of traits from him too. Cause you go left, go right, you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
But you gotta stick to the thing that you're best at, and I think he was the best at it. You know what I'm saying? He could have been drawing for Stan Lee. He could have been drawing for DC. You know? So that's where I messed up at. Me growing up, and now I know, like, I gotta focus on one thing and stick to it.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta stay like that. You gotta be focused. You gotta always prioritize, like really prioritize, like everything you do. I'm talking about going to get a haircut, taking a bus, everything. I mean, you gotta not
go
even
to the doctor,
write it all down.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
Everything. All the important things. Yeah, get your priorities straight.
Write them down.
Write them down.
So now if you write them down, you got the list.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you like to go out and have a drink, write down how many times you go out, just so you know how much you got to spend, so you can divide your check up into the right things. And this is also about investing, right? You're investing your time by like, okay, I got to get my nails done, I got to get my feet done, I got to get my hair cut, my hair done, this or that. I got to take my kids here. We take them to get ice cream. All of this stuff costs something. It's about time and everything else. So you need to take
time management.
Yes, time management, and write all these things you like to do down and put them out so you know, okay, when I get paid, this is how much I'm getting. This is going to this is going to that.
Yeah.
About managing. Today was great.
Yo,
this is my guy right here.
This is my guy too,
Don't go
man.
nowhere. We might come right back. We got somebody standing behind the camera that might want to come in front of the camera. But I just don't want to interrupt on this one because this was a good interview. We had a great time, and we almost got.
It was a pleasure. Bro.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure.
Yeah, so like I always tell y'all, get your own on your own. So you got to make sure you get yourself right, just so you can help everybody else. Because if you ain't right, you can't do much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Thank you again. Oh no, tell me a social network so they can check you out.
Social network. Which one? Like
social medias. Okay, let me start off on
last period 1 period Leroy. That's my Instagram.
All right.
And Shaheem Merriiman is on Facebook.
All right.
That's it.
So that's it. Remember, rain check. Keep checking in. Keep watching. Most likely we're gonna be back in 5 minutes, no later than that, because my guy's here. He's looking fresh. He's ready. I don't know where you going, bro. Oh, okay, but work looking fresh. But we're gonna be back. Thanks again.